Yes, Mildred, I'm all right. Will you stop fussing over me?
We could have been killed.
Well, we weren't.
Let's get the manager to check all the rooms on this side of the hotel. Maybe we can find out who did it.
Mildred, I told you before I don't want to hear any more of your neurotic suspicions. That was an accident, and that's all there is to it.
But what about all those other accidents? You've had too many near misses lately, and...
I told you before we aren't going to discuss it anymore. Now, for the last time, those were accidents, understand? Accidents. My relatives may not love me, but they are decidedly not trying to kill me.
This is Julian Tyler. I took to her right off the bat. She was likable and she looked like money. She was money, too. It seemed her husband was Julian Tyler, the Tyler Silk and Nylon people.
Thank you.
Suppose you tell me why you think your husband's body needs guarding.
Because I know someone is trying to get him out of the way, trying to kill him.
Well, if you know that, you should go to the police.
It wouldn't do any good, Mr. Diamond. They wouldn't believe me. I haven't any proof.
No anonymous letters, no threats, no actual attempts?
Attempts, yes. 4 of them in 6 weeks. All of them made to look like accidents, but they couldn't be.
Well, suppose you tell me who you think's behind them, who wants your husband out of the way.
Well, any one of 5 people, or some of them together, or all of them. It's horrible, but they're all relatives of Julian's. All the Tyler stockholders are family, you see. And now the Lamont Combine have made a fabulous offer for the business, and everyone except Julian's anxious to sell. But he's the majority stockholder, and
there's probably going to be a company meeting within the next 48 hours, right?
You're awfully quick. The meeting's in Springford, Indiana. That's where the main factory is, you know. It's the day after tomorrow. He's going down by train, and if you can just get Julian there safely, I won't have to worry anymore.
Well, I want you to know that hiring a bodyguard doesn't guarantee anything. All I can do is lessen the chances.
Mr. Diamond, don't talk like that. You are going to help me, aren't you? Please.
All righty, I'll take the case.
No matter what you say, I know everything's going to be all right now.
Well, let's go find your husband. Where does he live?
At the Park Paris Hotel. But, Mr. Diamond, you can't meet Julian. It's absolutely impossible. I don't know what he'd do if he found out about this.
You mean he doesn't know you came here?
No.
Well, so we won't be formally introduced. There's no law saying I can't strike up an acquaintance with him, is it?
Well, Julian's not exactly the sociable type, to say the least. Unless you happen to be a good chess player, are you?
I haven't played since I was a kid. Why?
Well, chess is the main interest in Julian's life. He even writes books about it.
Well, so I'll brush up on the game of chess. And then maybe you can get into a conversation with me on the train to Springford, huh?
Oh, dear, that's no good either. You see, I'm not going to Springford today. I'll just put Julian on the train this evening. I have some minor surgery scheduled for tomorrow, and Julian wouldn't hear of my postponing it. But I'll fly down to Springford early in the morning, day after tomorrow. It's nearly noon already. I have to get back to the hotel, or you'll wonder where I've been. But look, here's your train reservation. It's for 8:15 tonight from Grand Central, and your hotel reservation for the Springford Hotel.
You're pretty sure of me, weren't you?
Well, I just knew. Well, I mean, I hoped you were going to help me.
All right, Miss Tyler, I'll see you in Springford.
Excuse me, Mrs. Tyler, how clumsy of me.
Grand Central driver. You stop at 49th Street first. I have to let this gentleman off.
Well, thank you for the lift.
Mr. Tyler, there's one more thing. In that section about South America, don't you think it'd be nice to include that chess game you had with Capablanca?
Hmm?
You remember the date?
No, I can't. What difference does the date make? It was my variation on the Ruy Lopez defense that's important.
Yes, sir, I should have realized that.
Go ahead, driver. I don't want to miss my train. $8.15 for Springford.
You go on, dear. I'll pay. How much do I owe you?
$1.50, man.
Mr. Diamond.
I thought I'd start to work early. Cab rides can be risky. For instance, who was your passenger?
Oh, that was just Norman Devitt.
Who's Norman Devitt?
Just a journalist. He's been around the house for months. He's doing a profile on Julian for Gotham magazine.
Well, you better catch up with your husband. I'll be right behind you.
Of course. Please, take good care of Mr. Diamond. I'm counting on you.
Well, I was in luck. Only 30 miles out of New York, and I had him nibbling at the bait. But keeping Julian safe from the rest of the Tyler clan wasn't going to be an easy job. Mrs. Tyler had pointed out 3 of Julian's relatives to me in the station. For instance, Araminta Tyler. Not exactly my idea of a charming woman. And Thaddeus Tyler. Well, maybe he was a little out of condition, but nevertheless not the kind of man I'd care to turn my back on. The third member of the trio, Colin Tyler, hadn't yet put in an appearance. And then I got my first taste of how tough it is to be a bodyguard when the body doesn't know it's being guarded. It was a real long shot that there was anything wrong with that drink, but in this case, I just couldn't afford to take any chances.
Oh, for goodness sake. Mister, look where you're going, will you? What's the matter? Well, look, all over. Hold it, will you?
Oh, that is not funny, Julian.
No, not a bit funny. Come, Araminta.
Hey, I'm afraid your friends are sort of sore as me.
No friend, merely a relative. You did him a service. There's nothing he likes better than a grievance to chew on. Oh, do you need a little help with that chess problem?
Yeah, sure do. Say, maybe you'd play me a game. You'd have plenty of time to beat me unless you're getting off, sir.
Play you with pleasure. I'm through to Springford.
That's a coincidence, so am I.
Could you spare me a moment, Julian?
Improbable. I'm busy.
Well, that's all right. I don't mind.
Oh, this is Colin, another one of my annoying relations.
I'm sure your friend would forgive me if we talk business for a moment.
He might, I wouldn't.
Won't you ever realize there are more important things in life than these schoolboy games?
Possibly, but you're not one of them.
Araminta's right. You're getting more impossible every day.
Relatives. Confounded nuisance. My move?
Yes. Now, planning a bomb on a train is a pretty drastic way to eliminate one man. But it's not beyond the realm of possibility. Would you, excuse me a minute?
Mm-hmm.
We were going too fast for me to see, but if it went off, it wasn't going to hurt anyone way out there. Did you move?
Not yet. Here it is, though. Knight to Queen's Rook 6.
Well, I don't know why you did that, but I guess I'll find out. Here.
Yes, right away. Checkmate. Thanks for the game.
I never figured you for that. I thought you were relying on the Queen Knight attack.
Pet theory of mine. Like chess, like life. A well-played decoy goes a long way in both.
Where's my package? I left it here by this chair, right there. When I was talking to you, Julian, I remember distinctly. Well, come on now. One of you must have seen it. Where is it?
I didn't see any package, did you? Wrong place, nothing here.
This is preposterous. I know this is where I left it. If this is one of your jokes, Julian, it's very far from funny. You know what was in that box?
Gold bullion?
A new 8-day clock for Aunt Gertrude's birthday. A beautiful thing. $300 at Debrez.
Nothing else happened on the train except that Colin Tyler nearly tore it apart looking for his package. We got into Springford on time and were in the hotel by noon. And I was in the spot again, separated from Julian. My room was on the second floor and he had a bungalow. I certainly wasn't happy that he was separated from the main building. The bungalow was a much easier place to commit any sort of skullduggery. After all, there was nothing to stop the Klan member who was after Julian from having hired a thug or two. Anyone anywhere near the bungalow could be the killer. And when they were actually family, I really got keyed up. For instance, Araminta nearly had me out of my chair. Now, she looked a lot too much like Lady Macbeth for my taste. But whatever she was thinking of, she changed her mind. She came back to the main building, and I figured that as long as no one actually hung around the bungalow, I'd stay put.
Bert, you're early.
Oh, Richard, I hit the airport just on time.
Good, come on.
Drobnik is my name. Professor Stanislaus Drobnik from Prague, yes?
From Prague, I don't know, Bertie. The tie and the hat.
Well, for a refugee from Middle Europe? Oh, things have come to a pretty pass if Warburton Flagg's character wardrobe is to be criticized by a fly-by-night private eye.
Who happens to be your employer, don't forget that.
Merely between engagements, old boy. Hey, do you realize you were more than usually cryptic on the phone this morning? Hadn't you better brief me on my part?
Yeah, Professor, if you'll join me, I want to watch the cottage.
Oh. This Julian Tyler, you say, is going to be eager to meet Professor Drobnik because of the professor's proficiency at chess.
Yeah, after I give him the build-up, he'll trip over himself to get to you.
But, my dear boy, my ignorance of the game is abysmal. Shouldn't I have a rehearsal?
No, that's not necessary, Bert. All you have to do is stall. Just remember, you can take up to an hour to make a move in chess.
Really?
Yeah. And besides, Bert, this is the Richard Diamond Special, or Rich Man's Mickey Finn. Tasteless, odorless, and harmless.
Oh, no.
Guaranteed to induce sweet, relaxing sleep for your money back. Here, you take it and mix him a drink and drop some in. Presto, huh?
I don't care for it, my boy, not at all. How long does it take this little nostrum to work?
Well, it varies depending upon the resistance of the victim. Usually about 10 minutes.
Were it not for the lure of the filthy lucre, I'd have no part in it. Richard, a small inner voice is warning me.
Oh, your money back?
Well, since you put it that way.
Professor, I think you better run along, huh? I'm going to stay here and watch while.
Oh.
Julian had fallen for my line about Professor Drobnik, and we were on our way to his hotel.
Bad news?
No, shall we go? I'd had dinner with Julian and stuck closer to him than a brother. No one, not even any Klan members, had spoken to him. But I don't think our exit went unobserved.
gentlemen, come in, come in.
Professor, I'd like you to meet Mr. Julian Tyler. Mr. Tyler, Professor Drobnik.
I am honored, Mr. Tyler.
How do you do?
Let me take from you.
Thank you.
Here, let me go.
Oh, that's excellent. Good to see you, Richard. Won't you come and sit here, Mr. Tyler?
Thank you.
Make yourself comfortable.
Yeah?
Now, I will make for us the highballs.
None for me, Professor. I have to be on my way.
Oh. Well, this is a beautiful set, Professor.
Oh, you like that set? Thank you. That set is a gift, you know, from, well, I don't think you know him, Carl Schmolny.
Well, I'll leave you maestros to your game.
Oh?
Good night, Mr. Tyler.
Oh, good night. I just hope I'm a good match for the professor.
Professor?
Yes, Richard.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yes. Auf Wiedersehen, Richard.
Oh, thank you.
Now, first, we drink a toast, to the great and glorious game. Bottoms up.
To chess. It wouldn't have been much use getting Julian out of the hotel unless the enemy was made to think he'd come back. That was why I'd borrowed his gear.
Good night, Julian.
And so that's exactly how I became friendly first, you know, with Diamond. Really hilarious, don't you think so? Yes?
Very amusing.
Yes.
Let's begin, Professor. Shall I move?
Of course, as you wish. But first we should drink one more toast. It's a custom of my country. Won't you? May the best man win.
All right. Well, I've moved. Pawn to King 4.
Yes. On to King 4. Marvelous. You know, that's the mark of the master right there.
My job was to stay on the spot, and this telegram had all the earmarks of a decoy job by someone who knew Mrs. Tyler had hired me. It was signed Mildred Tyler. And it read, just discovered person responsible for, quote, accidents still in New York. Meet me Indianapolis Airport, 1 a.m.
That's a good reply.
Of course, but I never tried to rush, you know, because the opening of the game, when the forces are lined up facing each other, you know, but the anticipation before the actual conflict, I have a little habit, you know, that when I play a new opponent, that for the opening move, that I don't move. You see, the opponent moves, but I, Stanislaus Drobnik, I do not move. You see, the opponent makes the move for me as he imagines I would make the move if I were to move. Do you understand?
Seems rather silly.
Well, it's just a personal idiosyncrasy, only for the opening move, that's all. After that, of course, I sit down and I face you, and then we play. Oh, how we play. Please?
Oh, all right. Pawn to Queen 4.
Marvelous. You won't believe this, Mr. Tyler, but actually that is exactly the move I would make if I were making the move.
It's standard. Polydor's defense.
Of course, Polydor's defense. Everybody... The Polydor was a remarkable man. You know, a genius. I think I first met him in Prague, possibly Berlin.
You must be considerably older than you look. Fellow died a couple of 100 years ago.
Oh, that's so stupid of me. I thought that you meant Polodor Rambovsky. Would... No?
No. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but you're not going to get away with it. Never played chess in your life.
To chess.
We mustn't wait, Mr. Tyler, must we? I'll take them.
Shut up and get my hands inside.
Oh, all right, darling. Don't struggle. I'll get this done in a minute.
Sick of you. You make a mess out of everything you touch.
Norman, don't talk to me like that.
I wish I'd never seen you before.
You said you loved me.
Oh, your husband's $2 million. Trying to be so clever, we could have gotten away with this thing. That was a bright idea you had, setting up those phony accidents. And then hiring that detective to give yourself an alibi. And then sending him that telegram to get him out of the way. I told you that wouldn't work. Well, it didn't. It was him in this bed, not your husband. Now he's wise to the whole thing.
I think you've heard enough, Lieutenant. Well, I'm glad you're taking it this way, sir.
Well, chief sensation was surprised. I didn't realize she had the drive. Or the intelligence.
Well, she was pretty smart. I really don't think I would have gotten on to her if it hadn't been for something you said. That and the telegram.
Hey, what'd I say?
You told me that chess was like life. That a well-placed decoy goes a long way in both. And then when I got the telegram, I knew what you meant.
Yeah, as I remember. Well, I still have to make that stockholders meeting.
Mr. Tyler, there's just one little thing. I hate to bring it up, but it's my bill. $500?